Hello, sports fans, and to anybody who has any gray matter left in their brains to contemplate what's going on here. Once again, I am reminded by the media this frenzy of talking about this massive operation to get Osama bin Laden. It amazes me the fanaticism in which the paper, the media is covering this. I was listening to CBS, as I mentioned in the previous YouTube this morning, and it kept on repeating and repeating and repeating. So I want to know what the risks were. What was so gutsy about this? I mean, you have to understand. Listen to me carefully, okay? Can you listen to me carefully on this? We've lost more people in Afghanistan since in the few years that Obama has been in office than we have the entire since the entire time he took over back to when we just first started this war. I mean, do you understand that? So for him to agonize over, a few men who could have been killed, we lose, we're losing that many people, in a month, let's say, over there. So I mean, for him to say that, the weight on him and the political pressure. If you have to worry about a president worrying about the politics of doing the right thing when it comes to either taking out our enemy, for him to even discuss it means you have the wrong man. This is and the media to talk about this in terms of gutsy. Would you expect anything less from any president of the United States? Isn't that a given? Isn't that the oath he took to uphold and support and defend the U.S. Constitution against all enemies? And you're telling me that you're going to accept the fact that he's gutsy because it could have backfired? What could have backfired? We're already losing all kinds of men there. We're losing all kinds of men there. The fact that we lost a helicopter obviously doesn't mean anything, because no one's brought it up other than the fact that we lost it, and maybe there's some strategic value to the Chinese in terms of the anti-radar aspect of this blade that they found. But those are operational losses. Anytime you do something, there's a chance of something to go kaflooey. But now they're saying that this is greater than the attempt to rescue our hostages in Iran during the Carter administration. Are you crazy? Are you freaking crazy? When they went into Iran, they had an adversary. I mean, an actual adversary, and it was armed to the teeth thanks to the Shah of Iran. So they had full military capability. And this media is comparing this incursion into an ally, Pakistan, who claims they told us about this spot for years. Both Pakistan and the Afghanis said they told us about this house for years. Who knows if it's true or not? But the fact of the matter is, for anyone to suggest that this is a real gutsy mission is beyond me. I mean, it's unfathomable as to how anyone, I don't care how pro Obama you are, that this was the. I mean, he's like Clint Eastwood now. I mean, he's like Sylvester Stallone. He's like superstar status. And apparently, this wasn't an off-the-cuff decision to go into Pakistan and extract or kill or assassinate Osama bin Laden. This was something apparently he had a lot of information for a long time that they were looking at. So when he gave the go, it wasn't this quick decision that he made. This thing could have been called back anytime. They had total 100% credibility that they thought he was there. Whether he was actually there or not, and they got the right guy, well, it looks like we'll never know, because they took the body and they dumped it in the ocean. Now, it seems to me he was so concerned about the political ramifications of this that if in fact they did get the wrong body, he would admit the fact that there was the wrong guy. Now, time will tell if it was the right guy, but obviously we're talking about an ailing old man. He looked like crap. And if he was on kidney dialysis, when they went in and rushed him, and he showed signs that he was going to resist. How the hell? That's how the hell can an old man, an old decrepit guy, and I know he was less than 60, but how the hell can a frail guy, pose this risk? Now, Obama should basically fess up. Did they go there to kill him or not? And we need a Senate investigation, a House congressional investigation as to what the hell really went on there. We deserve to know. We deserve to know exactly what went down. And irregardless, I really don't care. I mean, I'm not talking for regardless of what they find. The president, I guess, acted as the president can, like any president can. But the fact of the matter, we got to know if he got the right guy. And right now we don't. We can't go by the Taliban saying it. I mean, it could be they got the right guy. But everything, the information is so sparse. The fact that Al Qaeda, I should say, claims it was the right guy. That was, if I was them, I'd say the same thing. Yeah, you murdered the old man, Osama bin Laden, and you made a martyr out of him. And it's possible that he could be a martyr. Hopefully, this does not cause Pakistan to come unglued. But you have to understand, Pakistan has lost, I think they claimed about 6,000 troops during this little adventure of ours over there. And everybody's saying they're not doing enough. They're in collusion. Well, I tell you what, enough of their people are dying if we're in collusion as to what's going on. And then you start to wonder about Afghanistan in general. Why are we there? It wasn't just to clear out the Taliban. The reason, or I should say, it was to clear out the Taliban, but not because they bombed, they sent planes into our buildings, if in fact they did. The fact of the matter is, that was interesting. They happened to find the guy's passport after the plane crashed into the World Trade Center, burst into flames, right? Everybody's pulverized, so you could, but they found his intact passport, which is, I mean, it's remarkable if in fact that could happen. I do know of someone who found I do know somebody who claims that one of their friends found a seat with a body in it that curled right through the World Trade Center out the other side and ended up in somebody's apartment through their window. So, I mean, strange things do happen. But let's get back to Afghanistan and the reason why we're there. The reason why we're there is to get a pipeline through Afghanistan to help the Chinese. So we have Americans dying under the guise of terrorism. Apparently there was a battle plan to go in Afghanistan anyhow. The day it was on Bush's desk the day before we got hit by 9/11. So the conspiracy theorist people, are saying that we planned this to go into Afghanistan. Well, maybe the Al Qaeda basically wanted to preempt us as far as doing that, so they launched the attack. I don't know. All I know is that the gas line supposedly is specifically for China, okay? And it's our military bases run up and down where the proposed gas line is going to be. And originally, before this whole thing took place, we tried to negotiate with the Al Qaeda, and they didn't want to negotiate on this gas line. And we said, either you let us shower you with gold or let us shower you with bombs. And apparently they took that the wrong way. So I don't know if that's a threat or not. I don't know if we can actually, prove that this was said. But I tell you what, it's very, very interesting the way things are turning out. And I'm just totally appalled at the Obama becoming a media whore on this relatively simple operation. I don't know, why was this such a an amazingly dangerous operation? I mean, would someone tell me what was so dangerous? If it wasn't just the politics of it, and it wasn't, we know now that the politics could never be dangerous for Obama because he can do no wrong. There's nothing he can do wrong. Housing has gone down another 8%. The price of your house has dropped another 8%, will in this year. There's no end in sight for the value of the houses going down. It's just one thing after another. The jobs that we replaced, there's all kinds of more unemployment. The jobs that people are getting are pay less than before, which means the income stream is dropping for the government. They're creating a bigger government, which means more pensions. And you people just seem to just turn the other cheek, slap me again. You're all good Christians, to turn the cheek, give them the coke, the cloak. I tell you what, if I were to invent a religion of people to follow me, I would invent Christianity at its utmost extreme from the standpoint of turning the other cheek and being a good lamb and sheep, because that's what we're doing here. That's exactly what we're doing. No one sees the total upheaval in that whole region where we allowed Mubarak to go down the tubes, and now we have the Muslim Brotherhood. The media is not talking about the things that they have said, what they want to do to Israel, and I'm going to be non partial, non biased about Israel. I'm just saying that Israel is in great peril as to what's going on, and they're not really speaking up about this great peril. Why? I don't know. I don't know. So if they're not really speaking up and calling Obama the nut that he is, why should I? They snubbed the Israeli prime minister when he came to visit us. They treated him like a waiter, and they've done everything to really snub Israel, and yet a lot of Jewish people voted for Obama, and maybe they'll think about that when Israel gets attacked by one of the Arab nations. Like I said, Pakistan has nuclear weapons. You know what that means? They launch one missile towards Israel with a nuclear warhead, and Israel's gone. It's the size of New Jersey. Do you understand this? I mean, does that register with anybody? So this is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a media that is definitely controlled. It's more than just happen to be a liberal bias. It's beyond that. By definition, you would think that the liberal bias would be just basically being open-minded and understand. No, they are in lockstep with Obama. There is nothing he can do wrong, and therefore I repeat, there was no political liability in this raid. The only thing it could be is a positive. And had he gone in there, let's think about that. Had he gone in there, not found anybody, okay, and they lost a helicopter and we didn't lose any people and they didn't kill anybody or too many people, do you think that would be a real problem? I mean, politically, it'd still be a gutsy move. The fact that they made a shot at that, they thought their information was good, and it turned out it wasn't. You think that would destroy Obama in the media? I mean, I wouldn't be upset with him if he attempted to do that. I mean, after all, we're losing people in Afghanistan all the time. So if here we didn't lose anybody, we had a shot to take Osama bin Laden, I should say, slip of a tongue, maybe Freudian, alive. But we didn't take him alive. With this feeble guy supposedly showed resistance, and they killed him. They could have tasered him, right? That's what they force our police to do. They don't let our police just shoot people because they don't look right or whatever. They basically go nuts on this thing. No, this is a crazy thing, and I know it's going to fade by, and we're going to see the campaign of this brave guy. I think the only thing Michael Savage said good about Obama was the fact that he didn't dress up in a military jacket or something when he was addressing the nation like he was some Rambo guy. And Michael Savage said, I got to give credit where credit is due. And I guess, me too. Look, I would love to love my president. I'd love to be gung-ho on my president. I really would. I wasn't gung-ho on Bush after a few months. And I'm surely not going to be a gung-ho on Obama, who's forced me to become a slave to the insurance companies by forcing me to buy mandatory health insurance and telling me how I should spend my money, how I should live my life. That's a major slug of money that they're telling people they got to pay out to the insurance companies. Because why? Because I might become a burden on society. Listen, I'll decide when it's my time to die, and that's for me to decide, okay? I'm not going to go to the hospital and beg for mercy or beg for an extension of my life, okay? For you to say that I will is an insult to me, and I really have a problem with that I am guilty. I'm presumed guilty, not innocent. I'm presumed guilty, and you folks don't realize you're all being used by this whole Obamacare. And if you want to live an unhealthy lifestyle and you want to live a dangerous lifestyle, and you get hurt or sick or whatever, and I'm supposed to alter my lifestyle for you? Is that what I'm supposed